Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 20 of Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, and today we're going to be teaching a traitor a lesson. We might as well, because despite the fact that the capital is highly defended, if she takes that capital, I am finished. So I have no choice but to fight her. And by her, I mean Diaochan, who, by the way, walked out of my army back in part 15. So yeah, she came back to try to take my kingdom. Kind of obvious, considering that I let her go in Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires, because I knew for a fact the moment I became emperor, she'd try to take my land and all of my troops with her. And I ain't down for that. So now she's coming to take my capital. And I can't just let that slide. So let's go on ahead and beat her within a half inch of her life. So I just gotta point out one very drastically different thing. This is not going to be the only thing we're going to be doing today. No, we are going to take the fight to Xiahou En, as I said. Because unlike with the last defense, which all I did was just, well, technically got my land back from Guanyin Ping because of RNG. No, this time around, we're taking the fight to Diaochan. We're going to defeat her. And more importantly, I had to take care of that ram base first, because the less ram bases they have, the less chance of them breaking down my goddamn door. And that's the last thing I need, is enemies breaking down my goddamn door. But whatever the case, I am now enjoying the fact that I have a legendary artifact and a legendary weapon, despite the fact that RNG has been nothing but bullshit to me the entirety of the time. I only lost one blast of land, which is good. Well, actually, no, that's not really good at all. That's the first time that actually happened to me in an Empires game all along that I have been playing Empires for quite some time. I mean, oh wait, I think it may have happened in Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, but I only lost my land once. And I shouldn't have even had to lose my land at all, but RNG and its bullshit happened to where it caught me at the most invulnerable time. Meanwhile, I'm just tearing up Xiahou En, because one, he's a smug prick, and two, he used to be in charge of Wan, but I took that over and ran him out. Soon, he will submit and be subjugated just like everybody else. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before we take care of business. And by taking care of business, I mean it's only a matter of time before we take care of Diaochan. Because, from the looks of it, she just lost all of her bases. And the all-out attack is successful. Diaochan is going to try to turn the tide once again. And if we take this catapult base, and oh wait, they've already taken another base. Hey, if we take the catapult bases and we take everything else, that's pretty much the end of Diaochan right here and now. Oh, she's got a strategy. Oh no, she's preparing for a fire attack. Whatever shall I do? Oh, I know. We could just take her base and defeat the plan captain. That's all we need to do. Oh, and of course there is somebody here that's trying to cause a little bit of problems. So, I had to put up all the buffs so I can strike back at the enemy and tear them a new one. Because I got legendary weapons. You stand no chance against me. Oh look, there's the plan, Captain. Sorry, Diaochan, no fire attack for you. And also, no territory, or let alone no kingdom for you. All they need to do now is just take that... Oh, here comes Xiahou En once again. But as I was saying, all they need to do now is just take that one catapult base, and we pretty much got the entirety of this area to ourselves. Or rather, we just defeat Diaochan right here and now. Now then, let's slaughter the rest of these animals. Decisive battle. We got the catapult base. It's over. We win. You guys lose. You should have never challenged me. Now you will find out the hard way. That when I am the king, I am the king. Not just the south, but I will be soon the king of the north and the king of the east. Yeah, I'm not the Emperor just yet because unfortunately the Emperor's event hasn't shown up just yet. But it's alright because all we have to do is just basically gain up some rations after we finish conquering Xiahou En at the end of this part. We just need to gain up some rations and pretty much reposition our men to beat the hell out of Xiahou En and make this the most lopsided battle in all of China's history. But all in all, now it's starting to be a lot more comfortable because the RNG bullshit can no longer happen anymore. Ah, there's Diaochan, and now let's put her out of my misery. Well, not really put her out of my misery, because chances are I'm going to end up capturing her again. And now, it's a complete fortunate swing. We have all the bases. All we have to do is just capture Diaochan. And there's nobody left to defend her. What are they going to do? What exactly are they going to do? Nothing like it. This has been a one-sided, lopsided onslaught. And that's just the way I like it. Good news is, thanks to getting the legendary weapon, or should I say legendary artifact in the last part, I never have to play this game on the highest difficulty ever again. Ever. Because that one artifact works for every weapon. Granted, I'm going to have fire gems. Still, that one artifact works for every single weapon. And that makes things great. And you want to know what makes things even better? I could just simply buy gems to make the artifact I have much stronger than what it already is. Anyway, there is Xiahou En. He should have actually joined me when I captured Wan. Then he would not have to suffer this humiliation again. And this time, the smug prick will obey me. And hopefully not try to partner with Jiang Wei to try to overthrow me the way he tried to overthrow Sima Zhao. But nonetheless, we finished that real quickly. Immensely quickly. And now I've got a level 10 in bravery. All I need is a level 10 in commanding. And I pretty much got the achievement for that. Because I think I already got the achievement for being level 10 in evil. So on that note, let's capture some... Oh, you're a prick. And you have to go. Alright, finally she's back where she belongs. Don't you ever betray me again! God damn it. I've got better things to do than to beat the shit out of traitors. But, with that said, I'm going to have to get some more resources to prepare ourselves for one hell of a slugfest. And we will have to bring the fight over to Xiahou En. But once we do that, we're going to have to get some more resources, reposition some troops, and prepare ourselves for the war to end all wars in Part 21. All that's going to be done off screen. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll be right back because we got other issues at hand. Like, for instance, preparing for Xiahou En. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I'll be right back. Alright. We dilly-dallied long enough. Now it's time for us to take care of Xiahou En. And with that said, let's wipe that man off of the face of the planet. With... how many troops are we having? Oh, just 6. Well, including me. So yeah, that's more than enough to wipe that guy off of the face of the planet, and we will. Ho ho, we will. 30 minutes? That's too long of a time for him to actually be, you know, king. We're gonna wipe that off of the face of the planet, wipe the smug smirk off of their faces, because all those territories will belong to me pretty damn soon. And despite RNG, despite everything that I went through, it's going to be safe to say that we can finally have a calm and peaceful ending to this game next part. However, despite all of my complaining about RNG, I am glad I actually had people to watch my journey from beginning to end in Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, and them saying, oh god, I wish I was not him at this point. Or the people who are enjoying this game is like, man, he's actually playing this on normal. Let's see him play this on hard, bro. I don't have to play this on hard or normal or chaos ever again because I got a legendary artifact, and that legendary artifact is going to pretty much make me damn near invincible until I inadvertently get an epic artifact. And if I do that, well, needless to say, I will never be playing this game on normal ever again. Period. End of story. Because all I need is just one. One. And that's pretty much all she wrote. So with that said, all these guys coming after me, trying to take my life, they're all gonna die. Every last one of them. Look at that. Tearing through them like paper. This right here is what the Masamune should have been in Final Fantasy VII Remake. But, let's be honest. I played like to the end of the first part of the remake, even though I didn't get the intergrade or the second part. Not yet, at least. I don't have any money. Unfortunately, money's kind of tight. And you know how it is. Cut hours and all that jazz. I'll have to wait until way later when I start making more money or get a new job to actually start getting like the rest of Final Fantasy VII. But I'm gonna just tell you all right now, if I ever do a rating for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I mean a review for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm going to tear that game a new asshole. As good as it may look, as smooth as it plays, the fact that they didn't release the whole game day one is a pain in the ass. And more importantly, there's a good chance by the time they finish the last part, the Xiahou En just got demoted, I suppose, or sent out of the battle to the time being. But back to what I was saying, if I ever do a review, I'm gonna give it a very harsh lashing because they should have just released that game day one. Their complaints about it being too big is pretty much unjustified, considering the fact that all they had to do is just... all people have to do is just buy a 1 terabyte hard drive. Well, not even a 1 terabyte hard drive. Just an 8 terabyte hard drive for the PS4 or the PS5. And pretty much they could get every single part of Final Fantasy in one fell swoop. And all they need to do is just simply... all they need to do is just simply release the game, let everybody play it from beginning to end. They won't actually stop what they're doing and have to download another game to continue where they last left off. They could play Crisis Core, they could play all of that in one fell swoop, no problem. But no, Square wants money. And that's why I'm ever going to, if I ever get to that game, I will pretty much tear that game apart for that reason. Although, speaking of reviews, the Samurai Warriors review is actually looking good. It's like about 50% done. Just gotta get the thing to work. And by thing, I mean the emulator to work. Actually, no, I can get the emulator to work. The problem with the matter is I'm gonna have to like grind and get some scenes. It'll probably be some beginning stages, but I'll try to get as much important stuff as humanly possible for the review. And I'm also working on another review as well, which is Dynasty Warriors 6 Empire, so that is on the works as well. That way, I could just keep going with the reviews on my other channel and on this one too. If there's anything else I need to mention, yes, there is one more thing. Speaking of my channel, I'm going to be adding some more stuff to my channel. It's gonna take me a little while because again, I'm working, but I'm also on the hunt to try to find me something better because what I'm working with right now is I'm basically capped and I'm not getting any higher, and we are in a terrible recession. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look for something that'll sustain me through this idiotic debauchery that's been put through by our local president. So on that note, what's going on right now, Xiahou En decided to step out of his hole and try to challenge me. And unfortunately, he's gonna find out the hard way that, you mess around, you find out. And he messed around with my kingdom one too many times. He's about to find out the hard way. And we got another one coming up in here. Yeah, you guys are some brave villains coming up in here, coming after my land that I took from y'all fair and square. And guess what? We now took every single land you own. And we only had 6 troops. We basically made all of those guys temporarily withdraw. But guess what? You have nothing. All we need to do is wait for the ram to come and usher in your demise, and your kingdom will belong to me. Oh, he comes back. That's Lu Su. So I guess there was somebody there. I thought it was Li Dian, but no, that's Lu Su. Doesn't matter. Lu Su is in my sights, and I'm about to take him down. Alright. Let's pop this guy up in the air and finish him off. And that takes care of him. I'm pretty sure there was one more guy left. I'm gonna take that guy down that's in that base right over there. Because there's barely any troops left for him to defend himself with. And oh yeah, the reckless charge that Xiahou En did, that was his last stand. And all I had to do was defeat him to try to lower the morale. And now, you're done. Guess what? There's no hope for you guys now. We're right at your front door, and we're about to knock it down. Doesn't matter who you deploy. You all are screwed. Yeah, you might want to stay in your little cubbyhole and prepare yourself for the worst. Because it's about to happen as soon as I find my way into the building. Ah, yes. Legendary weapons are so fantastic. Anyway, let's get into the... Yep, there it is, the castle that we need to go to. Let's just jump over the wall, shall we? And before we do... There we go, gotta put the buffs on. Gotta make sure these guys understand that I mean business. Woo! Did I just release my Bankai or what? Whatever the case, we win! And that is the end of Xiahou En. He got Xiahou ended. I'm just kidding. We still won though. And with that, we now have about 99% of China in our possession because he was the ruler and that was his capital. Which is all the more reason why I had to stop Diaochan in the last episode because she was in my capital. I know what you're thinking. The capital is normally where I'm at. That's not the case in this game. If you originally started in a certain area, that is your capital. And if they take it, well, guess what? You end up being overthrown. So yeah, with that said, we have spared Lu Su, and now Lu Su is a part of our forces. But you want to know who else is a part of our forces now? Yeah, remember, Lu Bu was a part of Xiahou En's army. Tee. Oh, and I also bribed Lu Bu to the point where our companionship is at a C. Tee. And if I could keep bribing that man, guess what? Lu Bu will be at an... I would say Lu Bu would basically be at A, basically. Yeah. And if I could do that, he will join my force. No, actually not join my force. He will actually give me red hair. Yeah, and Xiahou En joined my force. So because I went there and made him join my force and he was the ruler, Xiahou En's forces is now a part of mine. And Lu Bu is now part of my force. So is Guan Yu. We've got all these guys at my disposal. And we are going to probably wreck Zhou Song's shit next part. We just need to get some more rations and probably defend my territory from vagrants. And we won. Oh, and by the way, if you manage to conquer most of China, you get this cutscene of having a Tong Shui Tai build. And by doing so, the defense of all of your territories will be upped dramatically. They would be doubled. So yes, we did it, folks. We have conquered the world. And the Tong Chui Tai is built wherever I won. So yeah. Although I failed to get one of the objectives, it doesn't matter. We're just not gonna be attacking Beihai just yet. We're gonna need some rations. Lots of them. We're gonna also have to do some agricultural development. But yeah, it's gonna be a lagging thing. We're just gonna have to do something about that in the next part, because the finale is gonna happen and we're gonna wipe So Song from the face of the planet and end Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. This is RFman 95. Peace out.